Was arrested and charged with 4 strangulation murders last March. The authorities said that his wife was missing. She'd been missing for some time. Officials in Roland, Iowa now say that they have found the skeletal remains of Terry Leanne Rice Jackson, and they believe that she's been dead for about 19 months. Her remains were found along a river near Interstate 35. Dental records, they say, have confirmed that the body is, in fact, that of Terry Jackson. Craig Jackson is currently in the Hennepin County Jail awaiting trial on a charge of strangling 4 people, including his 2 sons, Jason and Joe. A traffic violation led to a chase that ended in death last night for a Roseville police officer. Officer Bruce Nelson was shot to death about 9:30 p.m., and Pat Milan reports here that a massive manhunt turned up the suspect the police were looking for.
For a second time in the past 10 years, the Roseville Police Department is mourning the loss of one of its officers. Rookie policeman Bruce Russell was shot to death near the intersection of Fairview and Draper Streets after a high-speed chase at 9:30 Sunday night. Across the street, Ann Wolverton saw everything from a second-story window.
And as he was descending the bank, I saw and heard the fires, or the shots beginning to fire. And at that point, I just saw the policeman stagger backwards, and then I ducked down toward the floor.
The officer's vest had stopped 2 of the fired bullets. His gun belt caught another. But somehow a 4th shot sneaked through a side panel and pierced his heart. John Rukavina heard the shots from his house and rushed to help the downed policeman.
The police officer was lying down next to his car, and one of the Ramsey County deputy sheriffs was trying to help him. So I went up and we both started cardiopulmonary resuscitation on him.
Was he conscious then?
No, he wasn't conscious. He didn't look in very good shape, and we did whatever we could to help.
150 police officers, search dogs, and a helicopter were used for the next 3.5 hours in a massive search that turned up the suspect hiding in this parked car not more than a mile away from the scene of the shooting. Police rushed George Allen Graham to the St. Paul Ramsey Medical Center for treatment. Minutes before, the same hospital emergency room had announced that Officer Bruce Russell had died in surgery. In Roseville, Pat Milan, Channel 5 Eyewitness News.
The suspect arrested last night has an extensive police record. While Officer Russell did not know it, there was an outstanding warrant for Graham for allegedly assaulting another police officer. Tonight at 6 o'clock, Dave Andrews will have a background report on the man investigators are holding in connection with that officer's death. The case of former St. Paul attorney T. Eugene Thompson went before the State Pardon Board today, and Thompson's hope that the life sentence he received for masterminding the murder of his wife will be commuted, that is, ended on a specific date. Thompson has served nearly 19 years behind bars, 2 years beyond the minimum sentence of 17 years. Thompson has steadfastly maintained his innocence in that crime, and he told our reporter Angela Shelley that he hopes the Pardon Board will act because the Parole Board, as we now know it, goes out of business on July 1st. The Pardon Board is made up of the Governor, the Attorney General, and the Chief Justice. Today, after making a brief presentation, Thompson's attorney talked about what he thinks is really a major stumbling block with his client's T. Eugene Thompson's case.
Notoriety has been the difficulty in this case right from the first back in 1963, and of course continues to be a problem. The very fact that we're standing here when you rarely have this kind of coverage of a Pardon Board hearing. And by the way, it's important to know we're seeking a commutation here, not an outright pardon.
Thompson and Oaks probably will have their answer from the Pardon Board by the end of this week.
Good afternoon.
7 weeks after the Argentine